FIFA is not joking. Now, to prevent what happened between Senegal and Morocco in the last AFCON final, FIFA have introduced a new rule, a new law, a new punishment, for people that walk off the pitch. So in this video, let's look at 18 new rules, regulations, and protocols that FIFA have now introduced ahead of the World Cup. Now, number one is the anti-racism gesture. According to FIFA, anytime there's a racist event during a football game, a player, the referee, or any official will just raise their arm to make that X gesture to indicate that there has been a racist event and for the officials to take appropriate step, right? They've also introduced a 3-step racism protocol: pause the match, suspend the match temporarily, or abandon the match completely if the racist abuse continues. You understand? Now, also, FIFA have also introduced an AI protection against online abuse. So this is to monitor football fans who try to abuse players, online in their DMs and the rest when it comes to the issues of racism. Now, FIFA have also introduced smart ball with sensor technology, right? Now, this is the idea of this one is to help when it comes to decision making on the pitch. Semi-automated offside system inside the ball. This will help, all these controversies about offside. This is likely going to help solve it. Faster semi-automated offside technology, right? Now, this is an upgraded system from what you have in most European countries. More camera, AI, player tracking, to help you know where the players. That is, if this system works, there will be no controversies as it regards to decisions such as offside, and the rest. Now, every player will receive a 3D avatar. All World Cup players are to be scanned, to create a 3D digital avatar to help officials know where they visualize them. So basically, this World Cup is an experiment for technology, different AI technologies, right? Another one is referee body camera. Now, yeah, these have already started in most European countries, but I think they're introducing more technology to it. Body cam to help also in decision making. In the Premier League, sometimes you see the broadcasters will connect to the referee to see from his own perspective and all that. So they are also upgrading this. Then another one is expanded VAR powers. Now, VAR used to intervene in penalty, handball, and some other little issue. So now VAR can also intervene when a corner kick is wrongly awarded. Right? If a corner kick is wrongly awarded, VAR can intervene. When yellow card that is not deserving, VAR can also review it. These are things that VAR will naturally ignore, right? Fouls that occur before set pieces, mistaken identity, which happens a lot. So VAR will be intervening in more things, as far as this World Cup is concerned. Red card for covering your mouth during confrontation. When two players are speaking and you're covering your mouth to respond to an opponent player, you receive a red card. Now, this is also known as the Prestiani rule. After Prestiani covered his mouth the other time and said some things about Vinicius Junior, which became a major controversy. So the law is now, once you cover your mouth to speak to an opponent player, you receive a red card. This does not apply to your own player or your coach, but if it's an opponent player, you get a red card, right? So this is also one way to issues of discrimination and racism. Then, red card for leaving the pitch in protest. Now, this is where the Senegal-Morocco issue applies. If you leave the pitch in protest before, just like what the Senegalese players did, this time around, if 5 players leave the pitch, all of them will receive a red card. You understand? And I think in football, I think it is 5 or 6. Once a team receives 5 or 6 red cards, the game will be determined, forfeited to the other team. So once you leave the pitch to protest anything, you receive a red card. You understand? Then another one is 5-second countdown for goal kick. Goalkeepers have 5 seconds to take their goal kick. Else, it says goalkeepers and team must restart play quickly. Delay can result in penalties such as possession being awarded to the opponent. So if a goalkeeper delays too much, they will just ask you to give your opponent the ball. Now, this is unprecedented, right? 5 seconds countdown for throwing. You have a throw in, you take it, you throw it within 5 seconds. If not, it will be given to your opponent, right? 10-second substitution exit rule. once you are substituted as a player, you must leave the pitch within 10 seconds. Within 10 seconds, you must be guided and you leave the pitch within 10 seconds. If you don't, right, the incoming person that is supposed to replace you will have to wait. You will go out and that person will have to still wait for like 1 minute, before they come in, which will be a disadvantage to your own team, right? 1 minute medical treatment rule. Most injured outfield players who receive treatment must stay off the pitch for at least 1 minute before returning. All these measures are to stop unnecessary time wasting tactics, right? No tactical time off through goalkeeper's injury. Now, normally you see a goalkeeper get injured, that the team will use the opportunity to go and receive instruction from their their coach and all that. It will not happen again, because a lot of goalkeepers will pretend to be injured so they can give time, for their coach to give fresh instructions to their players. So this is not going to be tolerated anymore. Then there's also the hydration breaks standard. Based on the current weather condition in the US and all that, break is expected to happen in the 22nd minute of each half. You understand? Half of each half, the players will go to the touchline, take a water break, and then return back to the pitch. Cooling break and return back to the pitch. Then a new pre-match ceremony. For the first time, all squad members, including substitutes, will gather around the center circle during the national anthem as part of a redesigned FIFA World Cup presentation. So that the normal way players will stand and assemble before the match will now be changed. So they will not have to assemble, in the middle of the pitch. You understand? Enhanced match analysis technology. All 48 participating teams will receive access to advanced FIFA performance analysis tools and data system. Now, it is safe to say this is the AI World Cup. This World Cup is the AI World Cup. That is a lot of technology being introduced and a lot of things. Let me say this. They will still have an imperfect World Cup. No World Cup in history has ever been perfect. Some of these technologies are being tested for the first time. So we don't know what the outcomes might be, right? Anytime a new technology is introduced, it will always have, one or two. What do you guys think about all this new introduction by FIFA? And which one, are you really excited about? Drop your comments in the comment section.